Hello, hello, Team TXT. Tatum here, and welcome back. It's time to sweat. Day 15 of my 21 for 21 challenge is all about cardio and targeting those glutes. This will be a fast-paced workout divided into 2 circuits, roughly 5 minutes each in length. You're going to love the progressive cardio bouts and the banded exercises. Inactive and weak glutes can lead to other problems of the knees, hips, and even the lower back. Having muscular glutes means a solid core, more stability, and that can transfer to your overall strength gains. So grab a band and let's get to it.
Hello, and welcome to day 15. It's time to get started, and we have cardio and glute focus today, all right? So we're gonna work on that bottom and hips. Very important for your running, for your cardio, for everything you do involving your legs and movement, right? For good stability. So very important. We'll have some fun with it. Men, this is for you too. Don't shut it down, all right? Not just yet. All right, let's go ahead. Let's start with swings across the body. We're gonna open up for about 5 minutes here, and then we're gonna rev up that heart rate right from the beginning. We're gonna move for a good 5 minutes before we move into glutes for another roughly 5 minutes, and just kind of move through those segments. All right, good job. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go to the other side. Cross the body. Whoop. Maintain balance. If you need to, hold on to a wall, a chair, something. I want you to be able to swing and not have to be focused on falling down and all around on this. And some days, don't worry, some days I have those days too. It's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's bring that knee up over the hurdle, tap back, and bring it back around. Other side. Up, around, and back. Good. Really try as high as you can to bring that leg up and over. Good. You got it. Tapping back. Nice work. Give me one more on each side. Woo, warming up. Good. Now I just want you to swing, bring your knee up 90 degrees and swing it open and back in. Open, in. Good. 3, let's do a few on this side. 4, again, hold on to something if you need the balance. 5, 6, 7, let's just go to 8. And 8, good. Other side, and lift the other knee 90 degrees, swing open and back. 1, good job. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right, I want you to come down here, grab onto your toes, drop your bottom. Then I want you to lift your bottom as high as you can, drop, arms out in front to stand. All right, back down. Let's try that again. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Keep those fingers on your toes so you don't try to straighten your legs that way. We want to just work from here, which is hard. Notice my knees are pretty bent. All right, I'm a little tight. I don't claim to be flexible. I need to work on it. Yes, I do. I did really well during quarantine and got away from it again. I do stretch, but not enough, clearly. Down and up. Nice work. Let's do that again. Drop your bottom, raise your bottom, drop. Let's do one more raise. Oh, yes. Drop, arms out in front to stand. Did I say one more? One more. Feels good. Feels good. I'm getting looser. Extending a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit. Up, good. Drop that bottom, arms out in front to stand. Woo! Good work. Let's go ahead, side to side here. Open up. Good. Just a little here. Good, let's come down even here and maybe swing side to side so your hands are pressing out inside your knees and you're just kind of going side to side here. Push against. Good, that's it. Good, let's stand up. Whew. Let's go ahead and do an inchworm out and in. We don't have much time. All the way out, all the way in. Good. Out again. Trying to keep those legs as straight as you can. Don't overdo it. Don't worry about it if you need to bend just a bit. Last one. Come all the way up. All right, we have 20 seconds. We're gonna get started. We're gonna rev up that heart rate first. We're gonna do 20-second intervals of building on a certain exercise, just so we can get through the full minute and then move on. So we'll have 5 minutes of this, and then we'll get our bands and we'll go into some glute work, all right? Here we go, we're gonna start with a simple squat, just an air squat up and down. Don't worry, I'll have that heart rate up, I'll have you sweating, we'll get there, but let's ease in. We're not gonna have a lot of rest in this, so I'm bringing each exercise down a little bit and building it so we can crank it up, bring it back down, kind of active recovery. 3, 2, and 1, we're gonna squat up onto those toes. You can swing the arms up if you want, you can just do your squat to toes, or moving up. We are gonna go into a jump after this. If jumping's not for you, you're gonna stay here, or maybe do just a little pulse when we get there. 3, 2, and 1. So now you can join me for this quarter squat jump here, or if you want, just kind of do a little pulse from the top half, nice and easy, all right? Well, nice and fast, not easy. What am I saying? It's not easy. Good, 20 seconds here. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good work. All right, we're gonna jog. You can move around in your spot. Nice and easy at first. Just a jog. We're gonna build on this. We're gonna do fast feet, and then we're gonna do high knees. So just keep moving for me. You can do a light march in place if you'd like instead. 3, 2, and 1, fast now. All right, I'm not lifting my knees much. I'm just gonna move those arms quick and have a quick turnover of the feet. Good. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Into high knees for 20 seconds. Pump those arms. Again, you can move around if that helps. In your space, you can stay in place. You got it. Come on. Lift those knees up and up. Pump those arms. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come down to a plank. Plank jacks. You can hop it out or you can tap it out. Up to you. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We're hopping. Little plank jack. Woo. Tap or jump. I'm on my wrist here, or my knuckles for my wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Regular jumping jacks. If you want to move around and have some fun with it, go ahead. Jumping jacks. We're going to take it up a notch after this. And again, you have the option to stay low if that heart rate is already high. 3, 2, and 1. Seal jacks. You can stay here or you can drop low with me. Drop it. Good. Open up those arms. 20 seconds here. Three, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to work back up. So we're back to that jog. Light jog. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Move around if you'd like. Just a nice jog. Heart rate's high after those seal jacks. Good. 10 seconds. We'll get a sip of water soon. Work for the water. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Quick feet. Come on. That's it. Quick, quick, quick. Move those arms. Knees, they stay low. They stay low so you can move fast. You can go side to side if you want. Have some fun. Mix it up. Here we go. Oh, you know it. High knees. Pump those arms. Woo. Come on. You can move if you'd like. Three, 2, 1. All right, squats. Back to squats. Our last one. One more minute of work. Here we go. Squat it out. 20 seconds here. Then 20 seconds squat to toes. 20 seconds squat jumps. We're putting the band on. it. 3, 2, 1, squat to toes. Good, power it up. Pop it up onto those toes. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just come down about a quarter of the way. Little bend and a hop, or do a pulse at the top here, okay? Those are your options. 20 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 45 seconds here. We'll have a minute after the glutes, I believe. All right, grab a sip. Grab your band. We're gonna keep working. Place it just above the knee. Don't have a band? It's okay. You can still work your glutes. Just gonna be without tension. If you're just getting started, honestly, it's better just to squeeze and kind of feel it and get used to it anyways. It's gonna be okay. We have 15 seconds, our first exercise. We're gonna do these at 45 seconds a piece. We have 5 exercises. I've put in 15 seconds of rest because it's all glute and all hip stuff, so I just wanna make sure we get a little rest. Here we go, hinge here by putting your hands on your pocket, bend over. And right now I want you to work with me by stepping back with that leg and in. Keep that hinge, step back and push against the band, straighten that leg. That's it. Good, engage. Even though the band is helping us engage, I want you to think about squeezing each time you push back. Even while I'm here, I'm squeezing and tightening my bottom. We're over halfway. That's it. Good, and I'm alternating here. Next time I'll try to give you a halfway point if you want to stay with one side and then switch. Woo, feel it burn. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next exercise, my favorite, and we've done this plenty of times. We're just gonna step out and squat, back in. Step, squat, in. All right, and we're just gonna work this way, back and forth. I would take a couple steps, 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 each direction. Here we go, step together, squat when you step out. Now, the important thing to do is not take a really wide step where your knees have to cave. You wanna be able to press against the band and keep them over your knees. Are your knees over your ankles? What am I saying today, Tatum? Come on. Woo! Brain, oxygen, leaving the brain always. We're halfway. That's it. It's a small step, about hip width, so you can push against the band and feel it, all right? We don't want the knees in. That's not the point of this exercise. We want to press them out against the band, keep them over your ankles. So if I go like this, it's too hard for me. I don't have any room to do that, and my knees are gonna cave. All right, woo, that's rest. We're coming down to the floor. Here, let's do half and half. We're gonna do donkey kick. So you're gonna keep this knee bent 90 degrees and you're gonna push up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. You could alternate if you want. You could take it. My band doesn't tend to stay because I don't have the grip, so I think I'm gonna stay with one side so I can kind of make sure it stays in place. All right, that's it. Pressing up towards the ceiling, foot flat. Try not to arch and throw your body into it. All right, switch sides for me. It's time. Switch sides. You could even stay with one side because we will repeat this later another time. We'll get 2 sets of glutes in, 3 sets of cardio. Woo, that's it. Push up towards that ceiling. Keep your core and your midsection stabilized here. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Here's a tough one. We're gonna come down with our knees just above the floor here in what I call a bear or a bulldog, either way. And we're gonna press the entire time, our knees out, get some good tension against the band, and we're just gonna walk. And again, just like that squat, I don't want you to reach those feet way out. If I do, my knees are in because I can't press out enough. So make sure that those feet stay fairly close together and you keep that tension. Even though I'm stepping out and in, that tension is constant against the band. And let's just go, we're halfway, 2 steps to each side maybe for today, or 3. So we make sure we get the same, give the same love to each direction. That's it. Woo! We're pushing, we're pushing. We're trying not to give in to the tension. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, we got plank leg lifts. All right, we can stay kneeling and lift straight. You know, just keep your leg out and lift up and down straight, or you can come to a high plank, which I'm gonna try to do here. All right, so come up into a high plank or kneeling, and we're just gonna lift. And I'm gonna alternate each leg up. It's a small lift. Try not to kick and lift your hips. Straight from that glute. You're gonna have to squeeze. You're gonna have to think about that glute. Good. We're halfway if you stayed with one side. You can do this also from an incline of a chair. You can bring your hands up on a chair, incline, and do the same thing. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest. Nice work. We're gonna remove our bands. We have 45 seconds here. Beginning now. We're like 5 seconds, so a little bit of time. Grab a sip of water. I have a sweat. I don't know about you, but I have a sweat going. Sometimes when I break these workouts in the gym down to just doing a lot of core training, I know we have cardio in here too, but even just doing those things where we're really focused on glutes and core and stabilizing and moving through, that sometimes gives you the hardest workout because we don't practice that a lot. All right, okay, here we go. We're getting ready. We're gonna go back to cardio. That means we're gonna have our squats. We're gonna do the same thing. Squat, squat to toes, build up to those jacks, those jumping jacks, and then we'll bring it back to the start, all right? All right, 4 seconds. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Let's squat. So this is our second round of cardio. And then we're gonna have glutes again and then cardio one more time. So we're gonna fit a lot in. It's 40 minutes, I believe, closely 40 minutes, yes. Not too bad. 3, 2, and 1. Up onto those toes. Good, that's it. Squat to toes. I'm gonna give this a little deeper squat so you can change it up. Now, a little quarter squat to jump or pulse from the top right here. Little pulse, good. We're moving, 20 seconds, you've got it, you remember. Good work. Three, 2, 1. Whoo, good work. All right, we have that light jog. Light jog, we need it, just work it out. Work it out, move around if you want, have a little fun. Good. Move around. This is what we do when we want our mileage at the end of our run and we're trying to get that .03. Here we go, quick feet. So silly. All right, move those feet, pump those arms. Quick, we're not bringing those knees too high because we want that quick turnover. Good. 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Move those arms, lift those knees. High knees. See if you can do quick, if you can sprint it out or not. It's okay. Come on. 8 seconds. You got it. 3, 2, 1. All right, coming down. Plank, jacks. Here we go. Jump it out and in. If that's not for you, tap it out if that heart rate's too high. You do you. Good. You got it. Stay rigid. Stay solid. Through the core. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up in for jumping jacks. Take it low if you want. Take it high. Come on. 20 seconds. Let's move it fast. Quick turnover. We're warm now. We've got it. Good. 3, 2, 1. Seal jacks. Here we go. You can step and go low. You can stay a little bit higher with this as well. You do you, modify, find your challenge. But keep moving. I don't even care if you decide to do jump rope instead. Move. 3, 2, and 1. Back to that jog, then the squats. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Jogging feels good now. Jogging feels good. It's a little reward here. A little recovery. Now, this is a little bit of active recovery. If your heart rate's too high, take an actual 20 seconds rest here. Should have mentioned that earlier, but you can do that. Feel free to do that. Quick feet, here we go. Come on, move those feet. I feel like Chris Farley here. Isn't that right? She's a maniac. No, this is what's going through my head. I'm always someone in my workouts, right? Football player, gymnast. Chris Farley right now, dancing. All right, here we go. High knees, lift it, pump those arms. Come on, you got it. Pump, pump, lift, lift. You gotta think about it. Pull up with the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice work. Whew. Back to squats. Sorry, I need a quick sip. I am dehydrated. Did not drink water. More squats. Last one. Oh, we got it. Again, rest here if you need it. Maybe you don't do the highest intensity either. Maybe you rest on the 20 and then take this one and the next one. Does that make sense? So much you can do. Here we go, up on those toes. Oh yeah, you got it. Squat to toes, squat to toes. Whew. Woo. Good. 3, 2, and 1, here you go. Jump or find a pulse on that top portion. A little quarter pulse from the top down. Woo! And you can get those arms in it if you want, but I want to keep hopping over and over. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good work. Another sip. Let's bring that heart rate down, 45 seconds. Start to slow it down. It's easy to kind of let it spiral out of control as you want breath and air. Slow it down. You take control of that. All right, we're doing well. Ooh, band, get your band on. Get that band on if you have it. If you don't worry. I'm sure you felt it, just move with us. Woo. All right, just above the knees. 45 seconds each here. 5 exercises, 15 seconds rest in between. The last one. And we're gonna go back to that cardio, and we're done today. We did it. Another day on the calendar. All right, here we go. What do we have? A hinge back. Remember, push that bottom back towards the back wall. Step it back, really extend against that band. Press against it. Tap way far back there. Stay low. Yeah, that's it. Dig. Come on. Woo. Halfway, if you stayed with one side, halfway, switch sides. I'm alternating on this one. It's up to you. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Feeling that on the second one, right? All right, this one, we're gonna squat with that step, okay? That lateral step. Remember, keep those feet just about hip width, not too wide. Here we go, step it out, squat, pushing against that band, step it in. Push against the band, step it in. I'm gonna do 3 each direction and then reverse it. Remember, those feet about hip width apart so that you can keep that pressure against the band and keep those knees over your ankles. Oh, you got it. Come on. Whew. 3, good. We're halfway. Notice how I have to move my arms like my legs because I think it's gonna help me somehow. Ooh, silly me. Oh, good, whatever gets us through it, right? Just smile. Pretend it all feels really good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh. All right, we're down on our knees. We have that donkey kick. I'm gonna stay with one side on this just because the band tends to slide. I may even try to get my knee on this and see if it'll stay. And then we're gonna kick up. So I put my other knee on part of the band so it's not sliding around. I'm gonna stay with one side. Here we go. It's time to work. Push up towards the ceiling. Isolate, try to keep your core stable and strong. All right, I'm not trying to arch and throw everything into it here. Good. Really push up. Woo! You got it. That's halfway. Other knee down, other leg up. There we go. If you have the stickies, you might be able to alternate this movement without the band riding up. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I'm sweating. It's dripping. I love it. You know I love it. Waterfall. All right, bulldog. Remember, keep that tension. I don't want you to close and expand, close and expand. You take that step, you're pressing the whole time against the band. Here we go. You want those shoulders right over those wrists. And it's a small movement here across. Knees are just about 1 inch to 2 inches off the floor. All right. Try not to step out too wide. I did there. You still, just like that squat we did, we want to be able to keep the tension and keep the knees in line with those ankles. I'm going to go about 3 here, so I make sure it's sort of even on each side. That's it. Come on, keep that tension. Ooh, you gotta slow it down. You gotta really press out. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good work. All right, leg lifts behind. Straight leg this time. We did the donkey with the bent knee. Just going straight up. It's a small movement. Don't worry about height and how far you get it, just a small lift. All right, here we go. Remember, you can find an incline, add a chair, and do the same thing. And lift, small lift. It's already tough enough, right? Just press up against the band a little bit. Squeeze. Good. We're halfway. You stayed with one side. Woo! Keep it up. We're close. We're close. Now we're gonna do cardio next and stop. That's gonna be our point. 3, 2, and 1. Some of you may wanna go back and repeat this glute for around 3. That's okay if you have the time. Just know you're probably gonna feel it. And that's all right. Woo. All right, we have a rest. Towel off. All right, 45 seconds now. Grab a sip of water. Get ready for your cardio. All right. It's amazing. And it's pretty cold here today, so for me to be sweating in this garage right now, I mean, yes, I have heat elements around, don't get me wrong, but I usually don't get those warm. All right, back to cardio. We have our squats here in 15 seconds. Working through that same, just keep moving. Again, if that heart rate is starting to go crazy on you, maybe do the first 2, rest the last 20 seconds. So you have a little more rest in between these, or you can rest the first and do the other higher intensities. Here we go, we're squatting. You do you, modify. If you don't understand some of the stuff that I'm throwing at you so quickly while you're trying to also focus on what muscles you're using and what you're doing in coordination, then send me a comment. I'll be happy to explain it. Maybe even send you a video to explain even better. All right, here we go, up on those toes. I know I throw a lot, talk a lot. Woo, good. That's it, up under those toes. Come on, explode. Whew. Get a good squat. Because then we're gonna do the quarter squat jump or the quarter pulse there at the top. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, no turning back. 20 seconds, you can do it. If you start with your jump and you find that you can't land soft on those knees, that you're starting to land stiff, go to those pulses for me. Don't keep landing with stiff knees. You want soft knees. Woo, that's it. 3, 2, and 1. Oh. We're good. 2 thumbs up. I wish I could see you right now. All right, little jog. I'm gonna move because the other 2, I stay in place. Feels good to move around. Oh. Good work. 3, 2, and 1. Quick feet. Let's move. Keep those feet low. Pump those arms. You got it. Keep the sweat out of your eyes. Here we go. Ooh. Good work. Quick. Don't slow down. 3, 2, and 1. You got it. March. High knees, either one. Marching them or running them. Or sprint. Maybe move a little faster. Maybe you're ready for that. 8 seconds. Come on, lift. Pump those arms. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're down. Plank jacks. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Jump it out and in. Again, not too far, not so far that we're like bringing our back down. Keep them level. You're gonna bounce a little bit, but try not to, if you're feeling lower back pressure, you might be dropping those hips. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jumpy jacks, those are fun. So this is fun to move back and forth. Again, movement feels good. Get outside and do that every once in a while. I'll admit, I haven't been good about it because it's cold. This week, I finally got myself out there. Even the cold air is a breath of fresh air. Here we go, seal jacks. Modify here by a step out or take it higher instead of this drop here. Good. You got it. Woo. Breathing's getting heavy. Sorry for those hearing that. 3, 2, and 1. Higher back to the jogging. We're almost there. 2 minutes of work. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Move around. Have some fun. Good. Yes. We've got this. We're almost there. And like I said, if you want a 3rd round of glutes, go back. Repeat another round. 3, 2, and 1. Quick feet. I didn't do that because I'm trying to keep them shorter on the shorter side. But if you have time, go for it. If you've been doing this for a while, go for it. It will leave you pretty sore, so just make sure you're there. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, we're back to it. So soon, you got it. Come on. You can move or stay in place, side to side. Have a little fun. You got it. Come on, lift. 3, 2, and 1. You know what's next. Last one. Squats. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Last minute of work. You've made it this far. You've got it. Good. Great work. Tomorrow we have total body strength. Getting those dumbbells back out. 3, 2, and 1. Squat to toes. Whew. Powered up. Good. Feels good. We got it. You rock. Thank you for tuning in, for joining me here. I can see all your beautiful faces. 3, I really can't, but in my head I can. Here we go. We're jumping. Or you're pulsing. Whew. All those little comments help me see you on the other side. I feel like I'm speaking directly to you. Helps make me a better coach. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that's a wrap. 2 claps and a high five for that one. All right, let's get a sip of water first. We'll let the heart rate kind of level out before we start really diving into a stretch. Oh, I'm out of water. What? That's what I get for taking it to work today. All right, here we go. We need to get this heart rate in check. Let's just walk around. Bring those arms up overhead. Big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we want to get these glutes today quite a bit. We had some jumping, so let's start high. We'll work down to the ground. Let's go ahead and work into our calves after going into the squat to our toes and the jumps. So left foot forward. I want you to bend into that front knee, get that right heel down and press. Good work. We're just gonna stay high here. Heart rate's up. Good. And I also wanna work a little bit of stretching the hip flexors. So now what I'm gonna have you do is come up on those back toes, bend that back knee. All right, just a little. I want you to squeeze this glute so you're kind of tilting forward here. All right, and you can push forward a little bit in this knee, but I just don't want you arching because then I'm giving into it. All right, so push forward, really stabilize here. Feel this stretch all the way down and up here. If you want more, reach over. Whew. All right, I gotta speed it up because we have other stuff to get to. Here we go. Reach back here, heel down, push forward into that front knee, square your hips. You got it. Oh, this leg feels tight. Do you feel the difference? Make sure you notice those differences. I know your mind starts to wonder, like, I got this, 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 and this to do, right? I know, me too, but try to focus. Give me 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes of your attention. At least give it to your body. All right, let's get up on those toes, drop that knee again. You can push forward into this front knee, but I really want you to kind of tuck and squeeze here. Good. Feel that stretch all up and down. It feels good. If you're there, reach over. Oh, yes, felt that. Hey, let's come down to the floor here. We gotta get into our glutes. Oh, did you hear that knee pop? All right, let's go ahead and cross. Let's do our left leg, left ankle across our right knee. And I just want you to grab behind this leg here and pull in. That's it. Just breathe. You can put this foot against the wall too if you want and lay this way, which is really nice because you can kind of relax instead of pulling here. Try not to come up here. See if you can come down. You may have to release pulling this leg in order to lay down in this here. Let's switch. Right leg over left knee. Woo! This one's worse. See, I have to actually lift to get there, but see, make sure you can lay down. Oh my goodness. I'll be quite honest, I rushed after my run this morning. It was early, I had to jump in the shower, take my daughter to cross country, and I did not stretch so much. So it does add up, and I know I need to get better too. We need to think about those things. Doesn't that feel good? All right, now let's cross the other foot over. Let's just let those knees fall to the left. So left ankle on right knee. That left foot's on top of the right knee. And you can look the opposite direction. How are we doing on time? Oh no. Let's cross over right ankle on left knee. Let it fall to the side. Good, let's come up here, do a Frogger for me. Oh, I got a snow angel, or a sweat angel. I want those knees kind of as a little bit wider than shoulder width or shoulder width, pretty wide. The feet are out wide too, and we're just gonna sit back into this. Just give it a little sit back here for a second or two. And then I want you to bring your left arm over to the side, bring the right one on top, and just kind of reach over, around towards that left hip or knee, and then slide it over to the other side, same thing. Good, all right, that's been 40 minutes according to my timer, and I won't keep you any longer, although I would love to. Oh, good, the sweat is coming. Thank you so much for joining me on day 15. We have one more day of work, total body strength and conditioning. We're gonna get the weights back out. Really work that, and then you'll have a day off. So well earned. I hope you're keeping up, and leave a comment. Let me know you're there so I can see you, and coach to you as well. Have a great day. Bye-bye.